A robot named K5 and described as a fully autonomous outdoor security robot is set to begin patrolling the Times Square subway station in a 2-month trial.
완전 자율 실외 보안 로봇으로 알려진 경찰 로봇 K5가 미국 뉴욕 지하철의 타임스스퀘어 역을 순찰하며 2개월 동안의 시험 운용에 들어갔습니다. Wow, so what's going on in the Big Apple?
Yeah, they've got this robot that is going to be patrolling the Times Square subway station. It's called K5, or the K standing for Nightscope.
And we have it on the 보이는 radio right now as we speak.
There
we have
it
the
is.
picture.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's quite large
Yes.
in actuality. I'm sure it takes a lot of battery power.
Yeah. And Jason, could you tell us what NYPD stands for?
NYPD is New York Police Department. You'll often see in TV shows NYPD, I think it's NYPD Blues.
Yeah.
There's also LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department. But yeah, this does not travel very fast. It only goes like 3 miles per hour. I guess it'd be about 5 kilometers per hour. So it's very slow, big, and bulky. But the purpose is that it takes a lot of video. So if anyone's doing something wrong, it shoots video 360 degrees. So it's more like a surveillance robot, I would say, than it's not there to protect people. As much as I guess it would be there to protect you through prevention, because you're on camera, don't do anything foolish, you know, that sort of sense.
It's a moving surveillance camera. 그래요. K5가 Nightscope 5의 약자라고 합니다. K로 시작하는 Nightscope고요. 그다음에는 이제 360도 회전을 하면서 surveillance camera, 감시 카메라 역할을 하는 거죠.
And when you spell Nightscope, I mean, typically you think of Nightscope, something that you see at nighttime, which should normally be spelled with an N without the K. But of course, when you add the K to night, then it becomes more of like the knight in shining armor from
기사.
medieval
네.
times.
그렇죠.
So it's a little bit of a play on words to make you, to let you know that it's there at night to make you feel safe, partly as something that's recording, but also as your protector, your knight in shining armor.
그러네요. 두 가지 의미가 다 있을 수 있겠어요. Nightscope니까 밤에 감시와 감찰을 하는 로봇이기도 하고, 그렇지만 K가 붙었기 때문에 기사, 백마탄 기사처럼 그런 night의 의미도 있다고 볼 수 있겠습니다. But this is a trial, or as we learned before, it's sort of like a pilot.
A pilot, yes.
Let's look at the expressions. This is running on an autonomous system.
Yeah, so when something is autonomous, I think we've spoken about this before, maybe a month or so ago. It means that it's thinking for itself to a certain degree. So it's not like somebody has a remote control that's driving it and telling it where to go. It's on its own system. So it acts and decides, it avoids things on its own and has its own course of actions or plans that it's going to follow.
자율적인 것을 autonomous라고 합니다. 우리가 차량 얘기할 때 이제 완전 자율주행일 때는 autonomous vehicle, 반자율주행이면은 semi-autonomous vehicle이라고도 하죠.
We talk about autonomous states of certain countries as well. So that might not be connected to the main country, but that has its own government that's governing itself rather than receiving instructions from the main body.
아, 그럴 때는 이제 자주 국가라는 뜻으로 autonomous state가 되겠고요. 자, 다음 표현으로는 patrol입니다.
Yeah, when you're patrolling, you're sort of walking around or driving around a certain area to make sure that everything is going as planned or that nothing is wrong. So people that would often patrol would be like a police officer might have a patrol car where they're kind of circling a neighborhood or driving around to make sure that there isn't any trouble or nobody's in danger. You're not going to a specific spot to, to attend to something. You're just kind of walking around to make sure that everything is okay. There's also security guards that will patrol whatever building that they're supposed to be a security guard of, just to make sure there's no broken windows or thieves trying to break in, or just any sort of action that can be harmful to what they're protecting.
네, security를 위한 patrol guard, 순경이 되겠네요. patrol이라는 동사는 순찰하다, 그리고 명사로서 patrol은 순찰대라는 뜻도 있는데 예문 하나 주시겠어요?
The security guards were patrolling the building just before midnight.
And here's the headline one more time. A robot named K5 and described as a fully autonomous outdoor security robot is set to begin patrolling the Times Square subway station in a 2-month trial.